Hi my dear students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. So welcome back to 2023 Science Examination Preparation video series. So 2023 board examination related agi. So ee varsha nanu video series anna upload ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ as per your request. So already 3 videos upload ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ. So the first video was related to the blueprint and the second 2 videos are related to the carbon and its compounds. So basically ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ 2 that means second half of the content ನ complete ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. So firstly they plan to give exams for that content. So according to that and also according to the weightage of marks, carbonates compounds na firstly I have selected to teach. So past 2 videos nodilla andre nodi related to this particular lesson. So the links are given in the description box below. And if you're new to my channel, do subscribe to my channel and share the link with the friends also. So without delaying much, let me start today's class. So as I thought about few concepts in the previous class, so I'm going to continue the further concept. So next concept bandu nan ee class nalli choose madirunthaddu. So after saturated hydrocarbons, so now let us understand about unsaturated hydrocarbons. So we are going to deal with unsaturated hydrocarbons. So saturated hydrocarbons ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ already ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. So if you have not seen that video, please watch that. Okay. So unsaturated hydrocarbons is the first today's topic. So unsaturated hydrocarbons andre ಏನು? So they are the group of hydrocarbons which are being formed either by having the double bond or triple bond between the carbon and carbon atom ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So double bond between carbon atom and triple bond between carbon atom are the indications that these carbons are belonging to unsaturated hydrocarbon anta artha. Okay na? So ಈಗ double bond anta ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ we always have to talk about alkenes. So alkenes are called as double bond and alkynes are called as triple bond. So difference between the following alli ನಾನು already ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. So what are saturated, what are unsaturated difference ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. So you have to go through that video definitely. Exam alli keltare. So exam alli important agi yenella keltare. So based on that only I am going to teach you. Okay. So saturated, unsaturated ge bandaga difference keltare. Fine. Iga unsaturated bandaga you have to know what are alkenes and what are alkynes. So alkenes are the group of hydrocarbons which are being represented by double bond. Carbon and carbon madhye double bond idre, then it is called as alkenes. If there is triple bond, indication of triple bond represents that hydrocarbon belongs to alkynes anta artha. Okay na? So alkenes, alkynes eradu kuda bahalane important, remember. Okay. Yes, they both belong to unsaturated hydrocarbon. So then what is their general formula? So the general formula of alkene is CnH2n. CnH2n ಅನ್ನೋದು it is the general formula of alkene. Alkyne, it is CnH2n minus 2. Very simple. So now alkane ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ? The alkanes are represented by CnH2n plus 2. Okay. So this was for ane. Ane ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ the formula will be 2n plus 2. Okay. Then remember ene, ene. Ene ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ it is CnH2n. Yne, yne ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ it is 2n minus 2. Okay. Very simple. So and exam ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, instead of writing e ಬರೆಯೋ ಬದಲು ನೀವು y ಬರೆಯೋದಾಗ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ a ಬರೆಯೋದಾಗ್ಲಿ. So if these letters are exchanged, then the whole formulas will be different. Whole formulas different irutte. So a ನಂದಾಗ it should be 2n plus 2. E ನಂದಾಗ it is only 2n. Yne ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ it is 2n minus 2. Very importantly you have to remember, my dear students. Okay. So now let us go ahead to understand firstly about the unsaturated hydrocarbons. Under that firstly I am teaching about the alkenes. Okay. Let us now talk about alkenes. So alkenes general formula ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. The general formula of alkene is CnH2n. General formula is CnH2n. Okay. Yes. So ನಮಗೆ word roots ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. Let me now introduce the word roots once again. See, the word roots are the names which are given to the hydrocarbons in simple way. Okay. So word roots always it starts from meat. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ meat ಇಂದ ಶುರು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So then followed by eth, followed by prop followed by bute followed by pent ಇದೆ followed by hex ಇದೆ followed by hept. At least ನೀವು hex ವರೆಗೂ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು ಸಾಕು for your examination. So meet ಅಂದ್ರೆ first member. So value ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ n value 1 ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. eth ಅಂದ್ರೆ value 2 ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ n value. prop ಅಂದ್ರೆ n value 3 ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. bute ಅಂದ್ರೆ n value 4 ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. pent ಅಂದ್ರೆ n value 5. hex ಅಂದ್ರೆ n value 6 and hept ಅಂದ್ರೆ 7 ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Very easy my dear students. Okay na? Fine. So ಈಗ meet ಅಂದ್ರೆ value 1. ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಮೀತ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದೇ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್. ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಈಸ್ 1, ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ 1. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ. ಸೊ ಈತ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 2 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಾಪ್ ಅಂದಾಗ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 3 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ 3. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ 3 ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಲ್ಲೂ 3 ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾದಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ 3 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಾವು ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಟಾಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ನೌ ಆಲ್ಕೀನ್ಸ್. So I told you already alkenes are formed by double bond. So ಒಂದು double bond form ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ minimum 2 carbon atoms are needed. How many carbon atoms are needed to make double bond? To make double bond minimum 2 carbon atoms are needed. So 2 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ which will be the second member? Eth. Eth is the second member. 2 carbon atoms ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ನಾವು eth ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ? So alkenes ಅಲ್ಲಿ, so in alkenes there is no concept of meth. There is no concept of meth. It is the concept of eth. So the first member of alkene ಏನಾಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ eth. Eth is the first member of alkene. So when this eth it combines with ene ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? It becomes ethene. Eth plus ene ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? ethene ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So the first member of alkene is ethene. Exam ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So write the molecular formula and the structural formula of the first member of alkene anta keltare. So who is the first member of alkene? It is ethene. Okay, ethene is the first member of alkene. Very importantly you have to remember, it is not meth, it is eth. Yakendre to form alkene minimum 2 carbon are needed to write the double bond. So ethene is the first member. Clear? Yes. Now it's time to write the molecular formula of ethene. So molecular formula ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಈಥಿಂದು? Let us now write the molecular formula of ethene. So by looking at the general formula we have to write the molecular formula. So eth ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ? So eth ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ it is 2. eth ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ? 2 ಆಗಿದೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? So n ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ethene we are writing. So it is C2. ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ n ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? 2 ಹಾಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ. ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. C2H2 into 2 ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. So it will become C2H4. C2H4 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Very simple. So C2H4 is the molecular formula of ethene. What is the molecular formula of ethene? The molecular formula of ethene is C2H4. Very simple my dear students. Okay. So moving to next, ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಇದರ structural formula ಬರಿಬೇಕು. So now we are writing the structural formula. So structural formula. So let me write in a short form as SF. SF anta baritini. It is structural formula. So exam alli ಒಂದ್ ವೇಳೆ ethene ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು write the structural formula of ethene ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Very simple. ನೋಡಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನೇ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. Look at ethene. eth ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ? 2 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ene ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಿರಬೇಕು? ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್. ene ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So and next, the next rule is, ನಾನು previous video ದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, so every carbon has to be surrounded by 4 bonds. Every carbon has to be surrounded by 4 bonds. So this carbon is already done with 2 bonds. Okay, so ಉಳಿದಿರಂತ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಎಷ್ಟು? 3 and 4. ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಟಾಪ್ ಬಾಟಮ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಹಾಕ್ಬೋದು, ಬಿಸೈಡ್ ಟಾಪ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಹಾಕ್ಬೋದು, ಬಿಸೈಡ್ ಬಾಟಮ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಹಾಕ್ಬೋದು. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಯೋರ್ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಗೂ ಕೂಡ 2 ಬಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನೋಡಿ ಈ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಏನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಈ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಎರಡು ಕೂಡ, ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಕೋವಲೆಂಟ್ ಬಾಂಡ್. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಕೋವಲೆಂಟ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕೋವಲೆಂಟ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಶೇರಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಗೆ 4 ವೇಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇದೆ. ಇಟ್ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಡೊನೇಟ್ 4 ನಾರ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ 4 ಟು ಬಿ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈಡ್, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಶೇರ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್. Okay, so hence it will form the covalent bond. So this carbon is now done with 4. So now this carbon's turn. Nodi ee carbon kuda it is done with 2, left with 3 and 4. Okay na? So yenagide ega carbon du bonds complete agide. So now it's time to write the hydrogen. Let's write hydrogen. So how many hydrogens? So nodi est bond horagade ide? 1, 2, 3 and 4. Nodidralla? C2H4 ನಮ್ಮ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಪ್ರಕಾರನೇ, without knowing the formula we have written the structural formula. Okay, so just by knowing the name of it, just ನಾವು ನೇಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ನಾವು? ಈಥೀನ್ ನೇಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? So just by knowing the name of ethene we have written their formula. What kind of formula we have written? We have written the structural formula of it. Okay, very simple. So ಇದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು electron dot structural formula ಬರೆಯೋಣ. Same. So write 2 carbon atom. Okay na? So double bond form ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2 electrons ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಈ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಫೋಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು opposite carbon ಜೊತೆಗೆ. Every carbon has 4 valence electron. This carbon is now done with 2, left with 3 and 4. This carbon again it is now done with 2, left with 3 and 4. Why ma'am 2? Because see 2 is nothing but what? Double bond. 2 is nothing but double bond. So here we are not representing by the double bond, we are representing by the electrons. Okay, 4 electrons for carbon. So now it's time to write the electrons of hydrogen. How many hydrogens? See, focusing outside enide? 1. Okay, 1 hydrogen here and 1 hydrogen here. Similarly, nodi 1 hydrogen here. Here I am representing the hydrogen by the small star mark. Okay na? Star mark in the represent ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ. So to avoid the confusion, if you have written dots for carbon, write star for hydrogen. If you have written dots for hydrogen, then write star for carbon. It's your choice. So this is all about alkenes. So next now I am going to teach you the one more member, the propene I will teach. Butene, pentene and hexene ನೀವು try ಮಾಡಿ. Okay, after trying you just let me know whether you understood the concept or not. Okay, let's go for next. Okay, next now we are going for the next member of alkene. So next ಏನಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ? So first member ಈಗ eth ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ alkene ಅಲ್ಲಿ, next member will be the prop. So what is the general formula of alkene? It is CnH2n ಆಗಿದೆ. So now prop will combine with ene. Prop is combining with the ene. So prop ene ಜೊತೆ combine ಆದರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? It is becoming propene. So what is the value of prop? The value of prop is 3. So replace 3 in the place of n. So C3H2 into 3 it will become. So it is C3H6. Very simple dear students. C3H6 is what? It is the molecular formula of the propene. Molecular formula of propene ಏನಾಗಿದೆ? C3H6 ಆಗಿದೆ. Okay, clear? Now let us write the structural formula. Structural formula ಬರೆಯೋಣ. So by looking at the name only let us write. Okay, so name ಏನಾಗಿದೆ? Prop. Prop ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಇರಬೇಕು? 3 carbon. Okay, let me write little bit down. Prop ಅಂದ್ರೆ 3 carbon. It should be 3 carbon. Okay, so now as we have completed satisfying prop. Prop ಅಂದ್ರೆ 3 carbon ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೀವಿ. Next ene. Ene ಅಂದ್ರೆ double bond ಇರಬೇಕು. And ಈ double bond you can either write here or you can write here, but ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ನೀವು ಬರಿಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, not on the both side. You can write either here or here. Let me write now here. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆಯೋಣ. So now let us write the bonds for carbon. So this carbon has not done with any bond. So it is 1, 2, 3 and 4. And this carbon now it is done with, see ನೋಡಿ 1 ಆಗಿದೆ, 2 ಆಗಿದೆ, 3 bonds ಆಗಿದೆ. We are left with only 1 bond. So 3 bonds already ಆಗಿದೆ. We are left with only how many bonds? 1 bond. So you can write either top or bottom. Okay na? So this carbon is now already done with 2, left with 3 and 4. Right? So now it's time to write the hydrogen. ಈಗ hydrogen ಅನ್ನು ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay na? Very simple dear students. It's very very simple. So ಇದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವು electron dot structure ಬರೀರಿ. How do you write electron dot structure? So it's very simple. See, again we are writing 3 carbon. Prop ಅಂದ್ರೆ 3 carbon ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. Right? As we are doing double bond, see you can write 2 dots. You can share 2 dots to form double bond. So 3 and 4. Then here ಈ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ 2 ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಕೂಡ 2 ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So left with 2. So now see we have done with 1, 2, 3 and 4. So again 1, 2, 3, 4. So L double bond create ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. We have to share ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 electrons. 2 electrons ನ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. So now it's turn to write the hydrogen. So let's write the hydrogen. So here let's write 1 hydrogen. So write another hydrogen here. So done with 2, then 3, then it's 4, then it's 5, then it's 6. Very simple. Okay, it's not at all difficult. It's very, very simple. Okay now. So now today's homework is you have to try with the butene. Butene do. Okay. So write the molecular formula and the structural formula of butene and also pentene along with the hexene. So ee moorunu kuda try maadi. Okay na. So try and now tell me whether you understood alkenes or not. So exam alli yav riti question kelbodu. Write the second member of alkene anta kelbodu. Who is the second member of alkene? Second member of alkene is prop. Yakendre first member eth agirtare. Don't confuse and write eth, because eth alli enagide first member meth illa, that is alkene alli first member meth illa, the first member is eth, second member is prop, but value is 3 only, n value is 3 only. Okay, I hope you found this session very useful, dear students. So if you find this session useful, so drop your comment in the comment area, drop your whatever the feedback which you have related to this video. So in the next video, I'll be teaching about the alkynes. So basics are very important. Basics in the helkotiddini nenpitkolli. So prati carbons of the 4 bonds irbeku. 4 bonds are nothing but 8 electrons, because see, one bond is formed by 2 electrons. 2 electrons seri one bond agtirutte. Okay na? So carbon will have 8 electrons because it should have a feeling that now it is in the octet configuration. Okay? So if you found this video useful, don't forget to like that video and don't forget to subscribe the channel and do share the videos with your friends. Until then, take care.